Hi there, I'm back with another video about the Jumper T Pro double clicked arm. I wanted to create this video because my first one was a little bit shaky, and also I finally received my T Pro so I can demonstrate. And thirdly, I managed to actually simplify the design, so we only need 3 logical switches, which I'll show you in a bit more detail. So first, let me demonstrate how this works. The idea is that if you double click,
give me a break.
It will arm or disarm.
Ready to launch. Give me a break.
However, if I click them slowly, it won't register. So it needs to be done within half a second for it to be triggered as a double click.
Ready to launch.
And that's about it. So it works really well.
Give me a break.
I have seen 1 in 100 situations where it didn't activate, and I still don't understand why, but for the most part it's looking really good.
Ready to launch.
Okay, so let me show you the design. So basically here is the timing diagram. The idea is at the top we have the switch, and when you on the first part is when you switch down, and then you switch up, and then you switch down, and you switch up again. And logical 1 switch is simply starts a sticky from when you switch up, and that times for half a second. And then logical switch then checks to when you actually switch down together while that half a second period is still ongoing, and then that will trigger logical switch 3, which will arm or disarm your device. And this is what they look like. Ignore the number 5, that's a different switch. But logical switch 1, 2 and 3 are basically the setup. And as you can see, as I just mentioned, so logical switch 1 is just a sticky for when the switch goes up, and the duration is for half a second. And then logical switch 2 is basically an and when you press down, and logical switch 1 is still active during that half a second. And then finally, we just have the sticky, which then enables the arming or the disarming. And that's about it. So as I said, very easy. Good way to make this a little bit safer. My original one had 5 logical switch kind of design. It was, I think, a little bit safer because it does 2 things. It timed the actual click in and click out, as well as the double click, and that would make it a little bit more robust. But I think this still works just as well, and with less processing. So I think this might be a better option. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. If you have any comments, feel free to let me know. Enjoy.